Want to ski some slush, otherwise known as French powder?
That's out of pocket. You're trolling Ski Boy down that far now?
Hey man, he started it.
Ben, je suppose que tu as une meilleure neige aux États-Unis? Actually, yeah, bro. Out west, we're getting 10 inches of fresh powder every day. But this vlog would suck even in those conditions.
I should let go.
Let's start vlog number 4 about working remotely from Europe so that you can get more ski or boarding days in during the year with Transition Day. From Paradis-Ski France to Chamonix, France during the French school holiday. So while I normally would say you should use a transition day to go and explore, I needed to beat the traffic. So I left early in the morning, but still got stuck. The plan, though, was to head to Megève, a ski resort that's very close to Chamonix. Ski there for the day, and then head to my apartment for the scheduled check-in time of 4 p.m. But Megève had no snow at the bottom, which didn't bode well for Chamonix. Fortunately, they messaged me that I was able to check in early at my apartment, so I headed to Chamonix and then checked out the town. It's the most city-like town that I've been in on this trip. There are crowds, traffic, so many restaurants, stores, hotels, apartment rentals.
Looking for a fun line, so I got off the chairlift, traversed over here, all the way up, a little bit of sidestepping by some people if you don't have enough speed, then continue the traverse across that little muddy patch, and over there should be a nice lip I want to take down. When it's slushy everywhere, you got to find something fun.
No, no, no. You don't have to feel the pressure. We got all the night, no stress, girl. Take it to the top, girl, yeah, yeah. We can do it all night long. Yeah.
Alright, that's it, day 1. I'm calling it quits at 1:30 because it's so slushy. It may line up well with this being my last week because I have to work again, so I'm quitting on a day I could ski all the way until 4 at 1:30 because the conditions aren't ideal. No problem when I have to quit by around 2:30 to go start working.
Now let's check out this week's apartment and work setup, which I'm really excited about. Standard bedroom, nothing exciting there. Same with the second bedroom. Standard bathroom, nothing exciting. What makes this apartment great for working remotely is what's behind me combined with my workstation. So you're just going along your workday, taking calls, sending emails. Oh, but what happens if you look up? What? What's through there? What kind of view do you have? Chamonix. Now, of course, the way lighting works on cameras, you're really not seeing it the way I see it. I actually see this when I look up. I don't have to adjust for lighting the way the camera does. It's literally this. And if you pan up, you see the Aiguille du Midi, which we'll talk about a little bit later. You can take the tram up there and go skiing on the backside through the Vallée Blanche, and plenty of tourists go up there just to get an incredible view. That's great and all, but you're still working remotely, having to pay rent or a mortgage at home. What's this place going to cost you on top of that? Well, it breaks down to $120 per bedroom per night for a week. And if you split the cost of a bedroom with somebody, $60 a night. Sounds like a great deal, right? But what about the all-important proximity to the mountain? Because again, you're going to have to cut your day short, come back immediately from skiing or boarding, and start work at about 3 p.m. Chamonix has several different bases. This is the Brevent gondola base. It's the one that I prefer based on past experience. When you get off the Brevent gondola, this is the walk that I have to take to get back. It is very quick, only about a minute and a half. Compared to what everybody else in town has to do to get to this base, it's unbeatable. And all for $60 to $120 a night for a bedroom. Now, I know I've mentioned the count of sunny days I've had while skiing in Europe the past 3 years way too often in this vlog. And for the record, it's 53 and a half out of 59 days currently. Check out day number 60. For
Fortunately, the Alps are so high in elevation that maybe we can get above the clouds and make it a sunny day when we take the gondola up. Yes, it's a nice sunny day up here at the top of the gondola. So let's go for a run off the Brevent tram. Much better in the morning when the snow is nice and firm. It's like it's regular snow. Let's try and shift the tone of the commentary in this video with a little gesture. So for skiboy.fr, French wine. Chin chin. Ça vient du Bordeaux? Chin chin le mec. For skiboy.cl, who's been around far too long, how about the Chilean national drink? Pisco sour. I don't know what you say in Spanish, so enjoy. ¿De verdad estás bebiendo pisco sour en Francia? And for Ski Bro, good old American Jack and Coke. I think Ski Bro can handle a good amount. So, cheers, bro. Actually, bro, I prefer a lychee martini if you had one. ¿Eres un hombre? So I posted a video a while ago showing how you, by yourself, can film a pass-by shot where you ski or board by a camera. It's using the Insta360 camera, and it takes a lot of work. But I found a spot here in La Flagière which I thought would work out well. So I went for it, and it involved a jump, and I don't like the air. Even though I went through all the effort, didn't turn out that well, at least the part of me in the air. Since I went through the effort, here it is. Mais non, j'ai rien dit de mal. C'est la perfection à mon avis. Absolutamente. Bien hecho, hermano. So how is work going this week? Well, it's a Tuesday after a long weekend. So my first day working remotely from Chamonix. Also my first day on this trip working remotely alone. Because the first 2 weeks I was here, I had friends. We were all working remotely together, kind of a communal effort. And then last week was vacation. So how is it going today? I just got interrupted while filming this for a work call. And that illustrates the point. I'm in Chamonix. I just skied on a glacier today. But it's also a work day, and I have work as a priority. So I got to do it, but it turns out to be a day I didn't use vacation, and I still got to ski for 6 hours today. How awesome is that? But it's also 3:30 p.m. East Coast time and 9:30 p.m. Europe time right now, and I have not had dinner. So that's another consequence of this. You don't know when you're gonna have your meal. Work is a priority. So what is for dinner tonight? 3 simple ingredients: store-bought bolognese sauce, pre-grated Parmesan cheese, and some pasta. Good enough. And that's a wrap on 4 weeks working remotely from Europe. Will I do it again next year? Probably.
Chasing a dream. What you do? Don't let go.